Good evening, good evening. We're here from the beautiful W Hotel in Fort Lauderdale Beach. I'm sitting here with a very good friend of mine, is a dear friend of mine. He's a famous DJ. You might have seen him in FIFA 2022, DJing in Qatar and doing other events. This is Safety, and he's here with us tonight to tell you a little bit about all the exciting things happening with him and also all the exciting investments that are coming to South Florida area. We've got a lot of potential investors from all over the world coming down to South Florida every single day to invest and put their money to play here. A lot of big guys with a lot of cash, a lot of celebrities, and a lot of people want to be here in the South Florida area because it's the place to be. You're talking about nightlife, Miami, restaurants, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, Miami Beach. You have a lot of up and coming areas like Wynwood. Wynwood now went from the ghetto of Miami Beach to being the art district of Miami Beach. You got Art Basel. You have a lot of different events, a lot of different things going on. My buddy here, Safe, is DJing for a Latin festival, salsa festival, at the W right now. And I had a chance to sit down with him and pick his brain about the places that he's visited, places that he plans on playing at next, and uh, the reason behind him wanting to invest in the South Florida real estate market, and a little bit about him. Take it from here, Safe. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you start DJing?
Okay. Cardi Anthony Dan. What a nice introduction, though. Thank you, really. Thank you very much. It was definitely very happy. And I mean, really, I was really happy first to meet you and get to know you. I mean, really, it's been really a pleasure for me. First, it's all mine. That's all yours. I mean, anyway, it's all good. My name is Seif El-Gam, and I go by DJ Seif El, as he just mentioned. And basically, I'm from Jordan. I've been traveling the world just DJing and dancing, especially for the Latin events for Salsa, Bachata, Kizomba. And I've been doing that for the past 20 years. And it's been a journey for me. I had to quit my day job just to do that full time. So,
Follow your passion.
yeah,
Follow your passion. Whether it's real estate, in my eyes, my dream job is being a real estate broker. His dream job was to be a DJ. He followed his passion.
yes. And it's been going very well since PE. It was amazing. I traveled to now it's 74 countries around the world with all the different cities. I don't know how many cities, but 74 countries or until now. Huh?
Good amount of country.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, I wasn't imagining doing that. Uh, but then life took me to this part and it was amazing. So, what's happening here uh, is I really saw a great potential here in Miami from his eyes.
For real estate investments. We have about 25,000 people moving down here on a daily average. Where are these people gonna go? Like Mr. V in my previous um episode mentioned, where are these people gonna eat? Where are these people gonna live? Where are these people gonna shop? 25,000 people daily moving down here. The demand is in South Florida. Make the move. The market here is underpriced for the time being, but it's not going to be underpriced for too much longer. The secret is almost out. You people have to invest in South Florida and do it as soon as possible because the prices in the Florida area are significantly lower than everywhere else in the country. Even such places that you wouldn't want to live, like Boston, New York, different areas in New York. This is paradise. South Florida is paradise. You're on a daily, weekly, monthly vacation year round. The Sunshine State. That's what I like about it. I think also the different uh nationalities. I met people from all over the world. Literally, different ethnicities, different ethnicities, different the religions, different cultures. It's crazy, and looking at that, it makes that the city as a brand, not only as a city. Melting pot of love and different people, different cultures, and you gotta feed all their desires. You know what I mean? So from the properties, it started with the properties, where they're gonna live, as you said, where they're gonna eat, the different kind of foods. Like you have the Latin food, you have Arabic food, you have the American food for sure, Caribbean, all types, Indian food, really, Asian food. You find people from all different nationalities, all Methodist. That's what's great about it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's very crazy. I literally met people from from all over the countries that I've traveled. So many. I'll give you big names. We're talking about New York. We're talking city. Sorry, we're talking about Dubai. Talking about Qatar. We're talking about Saudi Arabia. We're talking about Malaysia. We're talking about Singapore. We're talking about Russia. I never saw this amount of different cultures, different ethnicities in the same place as Miami or as South Florida. We're here at Fort Lauderdale Beach. Yeah, it's amazing. I didn't think that I was. I thought I'm coming out of Miami, but actually it's happening. The bite is here for sure. Yes, going down to Miami as well is a different vibe. Yeah, an atmosphere. So yeah, different atmosphere, and you gotta see a lot of potential in this place, man. So that what drove me actually from the amount of time that even you spoke about it. You explained to me everything really wisely, and with the knowledge that you have, I think it's the best way to start with the people who knows this per area, who knows this like I have nothing to do with properties. I'm a DJ, I'm a dancer. I know biomedical. I this is my study field. This is my field of expertise. So this is what I know. When I sat with you in these few days, I got to know about properties. Sure. Well, from the knowledge that you have, from the thing is in America, what's nice about buying properties in America is you only have to come up, even if you don't have a citizenship from an American citizenship, even if you have a visa, you're allowed to buy properties in the United States. Yeah, and as long as uh, the loan to value ratio makes sense to the bank, meaning how much the property is producing is the amount that the property producing gonna pay its the monthly bills, taxes, insurance, carrying costs, maintenance, vacancy and loss. As long as all these factors are covered, or these factors are the numbers are crunched for these items, you can qualify for something called a DSCR loan. A DSCR loan, you come in with minimal down payment on a 40-unit building, you might come up with 25% down, and a debt service ratio pays your monthly expenses on the property. And while the property is going up in value, you also now can depreciate the property and get some savings on your taxes. You can depreciate the property. You could also write off the maintenance. You could also write off the every other expense that the property might have. If you have a property that had some damage and you had to fix it, all that is an expense on the spreadsheet at the end of the annual fiscal year. And this is why I wanted to introduce Safe to this program, the DSCR program, show them a couple of the buildings that I have down here in Miami. I got one Northwest 15th Avenue. That one is a 39-unit building, 38 apartments, one mini mart. Great deal. Asking $5.65 million for this property. Comes out to 144,000 per door, which is pennies on the dollar. You're in the heart of Miami. It's a great area. It's zoned for T4-0, which means short-term rentals, Airbnb, and a whole heap of other zoning allowable uses for this building. It's a great building. Uh, he's thinking about maybe making a move on this building. He's gonna see if he could move some things around and see if we could get him in one of these buildings. If not this building, potentially another building. But I have a ton of buildings just like this. I want you guys to reach out to me. All my information is below. He's the guy. I've been doing this since 2008. I just recently got on YouTube. People been telling me get on YouTube for the last 15 years, 17 years. They've been telling me get on YouTube, get on YouTube, get on YouTube. You're like a walking encyclopedia when it comes to properties. And I was always just camera shy, a little bit low key. I don't like to, oh, look at me type of guy. Always been kind of flying low below the radar type of guy, low key, not really flossing too much. And just recently, I started getting on YouTube to bring you guys the knowledge, to bring you guys the information, and to bring your dreams to reality by owning real estate. I've never lost one penny on a single real estate deal in my entire life. I started buying in 2008. At 23 years old, I was buying properties at the courthouse steps with my own cash that I had saved up over the years, little by little, $10, $200, $100 at a time, to eventually be able to make my first purchase. On my first purchase, you can look it up. It's 900 North Ocean Boulevard, Unit 105, Pompano Beach. I picked it up for $57,500. I sold it less than 90 days later, even less than 60 days, if I'm not mistaken, for $157,500. I didn't put any work in it, close to no work in it, and I was able to get that high return on investment. Nowadays, the auction is a little bit different. It's on the internet, so it's got a lot of beginners bidding and hyping up the prices. So the deals are not at the auction anymore. The deals are through me. I get these properties before they even go to auction, meaning the person that owns the property is already behind on either taxes, mortgage, probate, divorcees. Work with a whole handful of different uh, people and different lawyers to help each person out with their particular situation. You might have a property owner that hasn't paid tax on the property in the last 2 years, and the property is going to be sold on Monday. On Monday morning, I'll show up with a stack of cash. I'll pay the back taxes on the property. I'll take it off the tax deed auction site, and I'll put the property on the market, either to sell it for the owner or commission, or the owner can sell it directly to us and we'll just write them a check. Easy peasy. So this is why I wanted you guys to meet Safe and, kind of introduce you to him. Let you guys get a little idea about DJing if you ever want to get into DJing. We're gonna do a lot of parties here. We have things planned for the future in Miami, and as I told you, it's a place to be in terms of DJing, dancing, and to be able to live here. I need a property, Because let me ask you, I'm gonna take it off now the property thing. I'm gonna ask him some questions you guys will probably want to hear. Who are some of the people that you opened up for that we might know in America?
Oh yeah, you might know most of the people. I opened up for many good, really are artists. And in terms of DJing or dancing too. When I was dancing back in college, I opened up for Black Eyed Peas. Yes, remember them? Or not? They're here. Yeah, yes. I opened up for and we danced back up for Flo Rida. I opened up and we danced with Usher alongside his dancers. Also, in Malaysia, that was in Malaysia. We shot a video clip with Flo Rida with Miss Nina. That was a cover. She was the number one artist in Malaysia, and I was her backup dancer and choreographer. So, and what name? What other names? I'll tell you.
What other events have you been the main DJ for? You were mentioning you were the main DJ at the FIFA Qatar.
Yeah, so in 2022. Yeah, in 2022, I got a whole fan zone for myself. I've been offered. Like I got a contract with Pisa, and we signed a contract uh for 3 World Cups actually, and hopefully for more. Starting with 2022 in Qatar, I had a full fan zone for 10 days just for myself. People were coming just to listening to my music. Uh, I'm talking about 20 to 50,000 people every time I'm playing. Well, whenever there was a game in the finals, I played in the main stadium, which is Lusail, uh, and when Argentina won, we had to play in the Bolipod where they took the bus and they were going around. Oh yeah, showing the city. I remember that. So yeah, I was the main DJ for that too, alongside many other artists for sure. Uh, we had really big names. I can't remember which name, but really really huge names. They were there, and it was my pleasure to be part of it.
So now, uh, anytime that any of the Middle Eastern teams, any of the Arab teams play at one of the FIFA events, Jordan, he's gonna be the DJ, the Arabic DJ for that event. Yes. Meaning you're gonna be hearing a lot more of safes and a lot more of Palm Beach property buyers. I want you guys to stay tuned and we're gonna bring you more things. Before we go, how do you feel when you're playing for 50,000 people and they're all going crazy and the music is pumping in the background and the lights are everywhere? How does that? What kind of feeling does that give you?
I'll tell you one thing. Being behind the decks of the DJ is totally different than just watching. Right? You will be like, oh, this DJ is playing music, and he's not doing anything. That's what the stereotype. But actually, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. At the same time, it is a lot of pleasure. Like the pleasure I have while this.
A lot of pressure and a lot of pleasure. Yeah, that's the man that likes what he does.
So the pressure it got turns to pleasure. Here, I go crazy. I can't see. I can't see anything but the joy of the people, the hands up in the air, the lights up in the air, the people screaming. When the 20, 50,000 people scream at one time, it's just like the whole stage shakes. This is a real play. I would call it on your guys in 20 years.
Real, literally. That's the man that. He loves what he does. I'm gonna tag his Instagram. I want you guys to follow him. I'm gonna tag his YouTube. He's gonna tag me as well. And we got a lot of things coming for you both, from the music side and also from the property side because you need properties in order to have these events at. And that's where I come in. I've got the access to 3 million vacant square foot of vacant commercial space ready for moving immediately. Working with the biggest property owners in the state of Florida. I had them on my video feed before, and we've got nothing but properties that will fit the criteria you're looking for. It's all that. So if you're looking for a hotel, you're looking for a hotel motel, a plaza, a car wash, properties for rent, properties for sale, long-term leases, short-term leases, event leases, whatever you're looking for, reach out to palmbeachpropertybuyers.com. We're gonna put the link in the description. Visit my page, subscribe. I'm gonna try to bring you a lot more people and a lot more good people, more important, to come on this YouTube channel, and hopefully you can support me, share it with your friends, and keep the love going. Keep the love alive. Will do. Anyway, I will do. Anything else you want to tell the people in the South Florida area? What I'll say is I'll be going back after tomorrow. I have other different events. I have in Lebanon. I have in Malaysia, Singapore, as the Marrakesh and Tunisia. And then you'll see me soon in Miami, in South Florida, and other states as well. So I can't wait to be here again. Can't wait to be with
Looking there. There was a vibe. There was a real vibe. And yeah, can't wait to be here back again. And hopefully by next time we'll be finalizing all this.
We'll have a nice beach pad ready for him. We're looking at a couple of beachfront condos, and hopefully we could get him the right price. Now, with the beachfront condo, before I go, I want you guys to be careful for the assessments, because in the last couple of years, a bunch of new laws have came into effect that requires the homeowners association to have 100% of reserves instead of the a few years ago where you had to have 5% in reserves. So now that the condos are behind, they have to catch up. Therefore, you have to watch out for assessments, and you have to watch out for condo fees, because they really can be a whole nother mortgage. Some condo fees are $3,000. Some condo fees are $4,000. Oh, we're giving you amenities. Well, I'm paying for the amenities and some. So you have to be careful. With that said, you guys have a good evening, and subscribe. Reach out to us. We'll help you with all your real estate needs. I've got a bunch of agents working underneath my brokerage, Palm Beach Property Buyers. I'm a licensed real estate broker here in the state of Florida. Been doing it since 2008. Got licensed in 2012 and never looked back. Stay tuned for more information and stay tuned for more knowledge. PalmBeachPropertyBuyers.com. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. DJs. All right, we're off to DJ right now.